Hello, everybody. My name is Beatrice Gonzalez, and I am a spiritual investigator here to deliver the news of what the FBI knows. So let's get down to business and talk about it. All right. So today, the conversation is going to be about Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. See, Pennsylvania right now is under a major fraud takedown. See, the FBI, DEA, Homeland Security, Department of Justice knows that Pennsylvania has a high rate of fraud. And that fraud comes from people stealing other individuals' identity. So, people's identity was used to commit fraud. And the fraud that was committed, of course, everybody who is watching me knows that the fraud is from insurance, life insurance policies, inheritance, trust funds, wills, Medicaid, Medicare. Oh, the fraud is a long list, and so many people are about to go down because this fraud, this major investigation, they were able to see all of the players, all of the guilty individuals who have cashed out by utilizing other people's identity to commit fraud. They know that doctors are involved, right, with a criminal group. So, see, this is organized crime. And since FBI is investigating this criminal group, they were able to see a lot. So, let me pull up my notes and give you the scoop because this is all of this that I'm telling you is information that you will see live on TV when the major arrest comes about. Because, see, there's so many people that were tied into corrupt authority figures that were co-signing documents and cashing out on people's inheritance, trust funds. They were stealing people's certifying mail, going to court, making court appearances, utilizing stolen certified mail, and working together with corrupt lawyers. So, lawyers are all a part of this fraud. So, they were networking together because all of these individuals are all connected to Masons and Eastern Stars. These are government officials who know about this fraud, but were participants, people of power of position who had titles, people who they felt that they could get away with committing fraud in court because they felt that everybody had each other's back. And the federal department is seeing how they were working with each other, how they were covering each other up. And now, because Pennsylvania is under investigation, they're looking at the major cities, of course, because this is the way this illegal criminal activity was networking with other cities within Pennsylvania. So right now, they're looking at all of the individuals that are all connected to fraud, Medicaid, Medicare, fraudulent medical records. They're seeing, excuse me, they're seeing all of the fraudulent medical records. The psychiatrists were writing up fraudulent medical records on children. They were diagnosing them with illnesses that they didn't have. These children were absolutely healthy. But because this is such a huge, major investigation, This goes into child trafficking, child exploitation, child pornography. This goes into human trafficking, sex trafficking, working with the drug cartels, drug traffickers. All of these individuals, this is corrupt law enforcement, corrupt government officials, corrupt authority figures that were working together with organized crime, paying off individuals by committing fraud together. And what they were doing was that they were dividing the money that they were all accumulating together, because this was a collaboration that everybody was participating in. They were all participating with fraud. And how they did it in a this was a very sophisticated scheme, the way they had organized it to commit fraud. They knew exactly how to do it together. And as I stated before in the past, they have to do this behind the individual's back. So the targeted individual is not aware that they are being utilized, so that these corrupt government officials, community members, have utilized this person, stolen their identity to commit fraud. Because the feds know that this group, the ones that have target me, they know that each day they're checking on me to see if I'm still alive. I have to put that out there, because they're all watching me, of course, secretly, but they're checking on me every day to see if I'm still alive, because they have been promised that I would be poisoned, I would be red rum, they're going to take me out. And of course, if you got eyes to see, that's not the case. So they know that these individuals right now, they're all panicking, they're all scared, because they know that they have been caught out there because of the immense amount of lies that they said about me. They know it's not true, but they had to lie in order to steal money from me, because the feds know that the person who was the power of attorney, who had legal guardianship, conservatorship over me, were all crooks. They all lied. They made several court appointments. They were able to obtain the funds. But before I say anything, I got a message from my father who had passed away. He told me that all of these individuals who did this to me, that he would see them after they would pass away. He told me in a dream that all of these people who did this to me and my daughter and my family, that they would go to prison. So the dead, always, your loved ones, your ancestors, they're always there protecting you. They're always giving you messages from beyond. And my father had he revealed to me that these individuals were all going to go to prison for what they did to me, that they stole from me, that what they did to me and my daughter, that they would pay the price and go to prison, and that he would see these individuals when they passed away. So, of course, these individuals who did this behind my back, who stole my money and lied, all of these individuals will be going to prison, because they know they committed fraud. And all of them had crafted this because see, the feds know that this is a highly sophisticated scheme, and there were many individuals involved. This is why racketeering charges, RICO charges, are coming for all of these individuals who participated with this sophisticated fraud scheme. And it's very sophisticated. So they know that the person who had started this had made a lot of money from fraud, because it wasn't just only with me. See, this individual who lied, because they do know that my case involves several individuals, older males, that did this and were a part of the government. So they had been operating this organized crime, this highly sophisticated scheme with fraud, with stolen identities. They were utilizing people's identity in order to cash out on life insurance policies, trust funds, wills. I mean, this scheme is so huge. And this is why there's a major takedown in Pennsylvania, because of all of these individuals had did behind my back. They seen how they stole my certified mail, went to multiple court appointments, and had presented themselves as if they were my legal guardianship, my conservatorship, my power of attorney, and they weren't. They know that this individual, who is of a authority figure, did all of this behind my back because they wanted to steal. This is something that they were all doing together in a very sophisticated way. And they had a lot of people who all lied behind my back together in an illegal court proceeding. They know it was a one-sided court case. So now all of these individuals know that the investigation is here, and they know that they have all been caught red-handed, because one of the things is that the judge, the lawyer, the district attorney, and this person who misrepresented me in court, along with the lawyer who misrepresented me, because of course they're criminal, they're corrupt, they did all of this behind my back. They worked together, and they were able to obtain this money. So now that they're all under investigation, they can clearly see that that person who stole all of my money never gave me a single dime. So that right there goes to prove. And because of my living condition, because I'm penny pinching right now, I'm living with very little. I have to budget to take care of myself. Meanwhile, this person who robbed me, stole all the money that my father left to me, doesn't have an answer to give as to why I'm penny pinching and they had received all of that money. Not only were they able to steal all of this money from my father, the money that my father had left to me, they also stole the money, the check, the trust fund of money that was left to my daughter. They even went to court also, as if they had power of attorney over my daughter, and had taken the funds. So you see how they were all working together. So this whole entire family, all of the ones that have participated with this fraud, they're all going down. Marquis, oh, Mark, honey, yeah, could you put on the air conditioner? Oh, no, I didn't take it. It's in the refrigerator. So, see, this is why there's major investigations with psychiatrists lying on medical documents, because it was the psychiatrist. And now let me just say this to you. Not only did they do this to me and my child, my daughter, they did this to countless children. They lied. Absolutely healthy children, they lied about their medical conditions, because the psychiatrist was assisting this criminal organization. They were lying on documents so that these individuals can commit fraud utilizing that poor innocent child. How disturbing is that, for people to utilize an innocent child, and the way they do it all together? how they all collaborate to lie against the innocent child, the parent, the family, how they falsify documents, how they stage this one lie that they all state together in order to commit fraud. This is pathetic. This is why there's going to be so many people that are going to be locked up. And I feel sorry for you, really, because your future uh, is in a prison cell and you're going to be there for a long time. But all of the fraud that all of y'all were committing against innocent families, that's pathetic. And of course, I could just imagine all of the people who you had taken out, because see, the feds know how you all poison individuals to get sick. You cause their demise, and then you cash out on a life insurance policy. The way that you generate your blood money is pathetic. This is why I have a passion to expose all of this criminal activity, because all of these corrupt government officials, law enforcement, lawyers, judges, they all lie. They all lie together to commit fraud. This is why many people are going down on that raid. That's why all of them are getting locked up, because they know how they lie on people's medical records. They know that psychiatrists are lying on children's medical records. They're doing it because they're all participating with fraud. They do it and they're defrauding the government. These psychiatrists, these doctors are defrauding the government, and they're utilizing the healthcare agencies who are all on board with this fraud. Not only does the feds know that these doctors and these psychiatrists and all of these authority figures are all hiding and lying and covering up fraud, they know that they've been doing it networking with each other. That's why there is a fraud takedown, and they're looking into Medicaid, Medicare, all of these fraudulent medical records in order for people to steal, cheat, and lie and defraud the government. They, what these individuals have been doing is the lowest, insane, crazy thing that they could do. And they're looking at the main character who has been profiting off of this fraud, working together with scam compounds. So this is many people that are involved in this. And not only is that program, the home health aid services that people get paid for taking care of their loved ones, they know that that service has been abused for criminals to steal from the government, because many people who are registered in that program are using other people's identity, multiple identities, and they're not the actual people who is giving the service to their loved one. It's a lie. That person is using another person's identity. And that is the reason why they're looking into all of the fraud, because all of this identity theft is what is being utilized in one-sided court cases to commit fraud, to commit gifted inheritance, child trafficking, child exploitation, child pornography, sex trafficking, life insurance, payouts. They know about the trust funds, the wills with probate court. They are getting down to business. People, the raids are coming. Get ready, because they see exactly everything that you have been doing, because they zeroed in on this person who has been running this criminal enterprise, this criminal organization in Pennsylvania. They see the involvement with Philadelphia and all of the criminals that have been working, networking together to pull fraud off. They are getting down to business with the corruption. They see all of the individuals that get paid off of this fraud scheme because it was very lucrative. They knew that they were making a lot of money from the fraud. So let me give you the rest of the information that I have here because I love delivering the news. Corrupt government officials of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania are all covering up employment fraud with identity theft. Their health care payment program was abused and used for criminals who exploit government funds by utilizing multiple identities, receiving free checks by individuals who were utilizing stolen identities for a payout every 2 weeks. Corrupt government officials are in fear of being exposed of their database. So they're in fear because their database has all of the information of the stolen identities, people walking around utilizing other people's identity so that they could commit fraud, which is government fraud, because they apply for these jobs as home care attendants, direct care workers, and they're getting paid, but the identity that they're utilizing is not their own identity. Now, let me just clarify, there are many people who are home care attendants, direct care workers. There are many that are doing their job, that are making their money the honest way. But within that bunch, there are a lot who are utilizing stolen identities that were utilized to commit fraud, to defraud the government. So many of them are not who they say that they are because they're utilizing someone else's identity. And this is what this group has, they're a master with identity theft. This is why they were expert at stealing people's identity and utilizing it in many different ways. They were utilizing it for employment fraud for the group of people who were all connected with this fraud. They were working with individuals who were all on board, who was willing to cheat, steal, and lie together. So all of these individuals are right now under investigation because they know who are the ones that are all tied together. This is why Pennsylvania is under a magnifying glass. They're coming in. People, get ready for the sirens because your doors are going to be kicked down by the SWAT team. Oh, baby, they coming in big time because they know they uncovered the fraud. They know about all of the fraudulent documents, medical records, all of the fraud committed with Medicaid and Medicare, the identity theft, the multiple identities that were being utilized to commit employment fraud, especially in the health department. They know about corrupt psychiatrists. They know about the corrupt doctors that were all on board working together with organized crime so that they could child traffic children, so that they could exploit children. How attorneys were writing fraudulent contracts, illegal contracts to work, to lie against the innocent person, the targeted individual, where they were all going to profit with these trust funds, these inheritance, these life insurance policies, oh, this is major. This is going to hit the news. And all of the people, especially in my case, because they've been following everything, they've been following all of them ever since all of this had happened, how these individuals had lied. They said that they were giving me money. No, the FBI knows that I didn't receive not one single penny because of the bank transfers. They see how money was taken out from the bank and all of the transfers between everybody who committed this theft. So you're going down for fraud. There's no way that you're going to be able to hide it. You can't. You can't hide it. This is why these people right now are living, they're tortured because they don't know when it's all going to happen. They know it's going to happen, but they just don't know when them handcuffs are going to be placed around their wrists, because they know that they're guilty and there's no way that they can say or do anything to cover it up. They know because as I make these videos, they watch them, they watch me, they watch everybody that was involved with this fraud. And I am from Pennsylvania. Of course, I was born in New York, Brooklyn, New York, but this is where I had lived. I had lived in Pennsylvania over 10 years in Pennsylvania, in Harrisburg. So all of them, they're all being watched everywhere they go. They're being filmed. There's people walking around with wires. They're already gathering all of the evidence, all of the information, because they know what they did behind my back. So, yeah, they're going to prison. So I got more information that I would like to give. So so they know that these corrupt officials, these corrupt government officials, they're in fear of being exposed of their database, because their database is has all the information of the stolen identities. This group have decided to transfer their information with stolen identities down south. So of course, now they're panicking because they know that they have been all caught out there. Now they're trying to get rid of all of the information and transfer all of the stolen identities, and all of these individuals who participated. They're like, the information is, they're transferring all of the information down south because they believe that they transfer all of it, they could continue with their scheme, with their fraud down south. But it ain't going to work because the feds know about that. So, and see, these are the Masons and Eastern Stars, corrupt government officials, authority figures, who are now who are networking together to hide the scam compound. So they have a compound where all of these individuals that work together, because they work with illegal immigrants, they work with people who utilize our identities so that they could commit fraud. And of course, these individuals, uh, they know that with the identity, they can commit fraud, they can commit Medicaid, Medicare fraud, defrauding the government. They use the identity so that they could work and use the services that they get for their loved ones, or for whoever they state that they take care of, so that they could get that check. But it's not their identity, it's somebody else's. That identity was stolen. So all of this identity is being seen, this identity theft. How Pennsylvania has been a part of this theft, along with the identities that they steal to utilize in court to defraud the person behind their back. and how they work with a network of criminal families that are all tied into this. And these individuals are people, they're families. These are mothers and fathers that have children, that they're all going to leave their kids behind because they're going behind bars. They're not going to uh they're not going to be out for long because of the takedown with the fraud. So this fraud also went into the state healthcare enrollment brokers. So the FBI knows that the healthcare enrollment brokers are also a part of the scheme with identity theft. That's pathetic. How all of these individuals are utilizing other people's identity to defraud the government, the American people, the American taxpayers. This is crazy. This service is supposed to be for the poor, not for people to make money and collect free money because they're lazy and don't want to get up and work and do something for themselves. Instead, they want the government to take care of them and give them free services. This is pathetic. This is supposed to be for the poor, for the people who really need it, for the people who are elderly, handicapped, for people who are sick, who have a disability, but they're utilizing this program so that they could steal. And corrupt government officials know this and they're hiding it. This is why there's a major takedown, because there's no way that government officials, authority figures, all of these individuals are condoning this and not stopping it. They hide it. But it's too late for that now, because everybody who committed fraud, especially with me and my daughter, every last single individual will be behind bars. Your new location will be behind bars in a prison, because you know that you lied. You do not have power of attorney over me and my daughter. And that's why all of y'all are going behind bars, because you stole my father's money. The money did not belong to you. It belonged to me and my family, but you robbed me. You stole my certified mail and you went to court, misrepresented me, and a crooked lawyer assisted you. They helped you. And this is why a judge, a lawyer, and these individuals that did this to me will be all over the media, because when the raid comes and everybody is taken down and handcuffed, the cameras, the whole United States is going to see exactly every last single one of y'all. That is a prophecy that is going to come out, because my father told me. My father told me they are all going to prison, and when they pass away, they will meet me in heaven. And that is going to happen, because y'all thought that y'all were going to be able to get away with what y'all did to me. Think again. Everything is coming back, because not only did y'all defraud me, utilize my identity so that y'all could steal from me, working together with all of these corrupt government officials, y'all did it to countless people. That's why the government has stepped in and started taking control of everything, because they know that all of y'all have been using this scheme with identities to defraud, target, and sacrifice the American people. They know how y'all have all been doing it together. And that is a beautiful thing, because justice is here. Oh, yeah, it's payback time. Oh, I don't know what these people thought, that they were going to get away with their schemes. and how they were all doing it together. Oh no. Oh no. You are not going to get away. And see, all of the past history, all of the fraud that all of y'all have committed together in the past, oh, not only are you going to go to prison for what you did to me, but you're going to prison also because, see, there's going to be so many cases of all of y'all that were all tied together, committing fraud together against all of the other people that you had taken out and murdered, poisoned. Oh, yes, all of that is coming up. Yes. So see, you're never coming out of prison. Uh your final resting place will be there. Your coffin that is waiting for you behind bars, because this group, oh, they're not innocent. Their past is all tied to fraud. This is the way they have been taking care of themselves, by sacrificing the American people, because uh, they don't have a conscience. These are people who are cold-blooded and have no feelings, no conscience, no heart for nobody. And of course, it's only right for you to go where you need to go. So let's see. So FBI also has information that this group has been cashing out on government funds, networking with each other, working with mafia boss, drug cartels, corrupt government officials, authority figures, and this is in Philadelphia, organized crime, who utilize home health care employment to hide under another person's identity, not their true identity. So this is a ring that is working together with all of these individuals, drug cartels, mafia bosses, that are all a part of this fraud ring, that they're all networking together to defraud the American people and utilize their identity to commit fraud, to take people out, to red run them for life insurance policies. Do you know how many innocent people who were utilized for this that are behind bars, that these individuals had networked together, set the innocent family up, and put these people behind bars? This is why I'm very passionate to do what I do, because these individuals had destroyed so many people's lives. They never thought that this day will come and that everything that they did to all of the innocent targeted individuals that they did this to would be exposed. But this is exactly what they did. They took their children, they sex trafficked their children, child exploitation. This is insane. This is pathetic. All of these individuals are guilty of all that they have done by sacrificing the American people. That's why they're all going down. And the feds know. The feds know that all of them are watching me. They're watching me every single day, because they know that their time is up. They know it's all over. They know that they're going down and the raids are coming. They know, because they have a guilty conscience, because they know of their past and all of their involvement with blood money and all the innocent people who they sacrifice. They sacrifice innocent children, babies, elderly people, men and women. They took down so many people for fraud money. They caused the demise of many people. These are the individuals that have worked together to target an individual. They cause financial problems, emotional problems, because there are a bunch of bullies all ganging together to take the one innocent person down. They do it because they know at the end they're going to receive a payout, a slice of the pie from the life insurance policy. That's why I'm so happy that they're all under investigation, because this sickness, this pathetic, evil act from this group is insane. That's why they're all being taken down. That's why everything that they have all done together, that's why all of them are going to prison. Because they never thought, not in a million years, with all of their sophisticated fraud ring, that they would ever, ever have to answer to big law. Because big law has asked a lot of questions, and they see all of the contradictions, the lies that y'all said about me. You know that a lot of y'all had lied to investigators. You gave misleading information, and now it's here to haunt all of y'all, because y'all know that y'all stole a lot of money from me, and y'all altered medical records, and private investigators see exactly everything that you did. You know that this is going to be news flash. This is going to be worldwide news for the whole entire world to see everything that y'all did. Well, you did it to yourself. Nobody told you to target me. Nobody told you to target the innocent families that you did this to in the past. Now your past is here to haunt you, because you've been lying to private investigators, and you know that everything is being looked at, and they know that you have no answers to give. That's why a judge, a lawyer, an attorney are all going down. And this is going to be the biggest news in all of the United States, because of your criminal enterprise. The way you had this highly sophisticated fraud ring, this scheme, how you were creating blood money together, it's all going to be exposed. hmm See, y'all thought that y'all were highly intelligent, PhDs, titles, positions of power, that y'all were always going to be able to cover each other up, and that nothing would ever come out. Think again. You know the time is here. So let me give you the rest of the information that I got. Um, FBI, DEA agents have evidence mafia bosses are having arguments about me, watching me, of course, because they're watching me through my devices, watching me from fake profiles, fake accounts, uh, watching everything that I report, because, of course, I report everything to the government. So the DEA, FBI, DEA agents have evidence of the internet crimes, identity theft, fraud, and VR simulation games. So the FBI has been interceding into all of these individuals that have been working together with this VR simulation game, where they're touching individuals, this illegal crime. I mean, this is pathetic. This is filthy. This is disgusting. These individuals were playing the simulation game, zero in on the individual's location, and physically, with, well, through the VR, because it's a VR game, touching the individual. So the FBI, DEA was able to see that these individuals were doing this to men. They were doing this to men. They had targeted several men and had taken their money because they're all into online scams. They know how they steal, how they commit fraud. They know about all of their internet crimes, stealing from online sources. They know about how they were using expedite passports, where they were using fake websites so that they can use a strip, so they could take individuals' credit card information. They were using their information. They were stealing their information, their identity, their money. So they know, they're watching this group from Philadelphia committing all of these crimes. They even know individuals on the job watching me. They can see all of the people who are tied into organized crime watching me on the job. So that just goes to show you, the more that these individuals watch me, they know that they can pinpoint and connect the individuals who are all connected to corrupt authority figures, law enforcement, mafia bosses, drug cartels, all of these individuals that are all a part of criminal activity with fraud. They know that all of these individuals have their eyes on me. They know that I'm reporting all of the crimes that they're committing. So, of course, the FBI, the CIA, Homeland Security, Department of Justice is watching all of them because I am the fly trap for all of these criminals. I'm entrapping all of them because they're all watching me. Well, that's what you get for watching me. And of course, I'm at the same time being blocked. So, of course, corrupt government officials are blocking me. So now I got my ops, corrupt government officials watching me. I got the criminals watching me. I got the people who committed fraud against me watching me. And I have the upright government officials watching me. So basically, I got the whole entire world watching me. But of course, they're doing it in a secretive way. They don't want to be exposed. But Big Law is seeing everybody who is participating, watching as I deliver the news. So let me give you the rest of the information that I got. So they know, because the feds had interceded their online game and they encountered an error in the process, these fraudsters, these people who were doing with the VR online simulation game, they know that the feds is watching them because they got caught out there because they came across an error. So they know that they made a mistake, and the feds are watching them while they're committing these crimes. So they can see now exactly who is with who is operating with what. And this is why there's going to be a huge takedown, because of all of the involvement with organized crime. So, people, there is going to be a major takedown. All of this fraud and everybody defrauding innocent American people, the citizens of America, all of these people that have their hands all tied into fraud, they're going down. Everybody's going down. Everybody. But it had to, because see, people, you can't go through life hurting other individuals. You just can't do that. At some point, God wants all of this to stop. He doesn't want this. He doesn't want this to happen here on earth. And then what happens is that you come to a point in your life that you've been doing nothing but evil, wicked things against innocent children, families, mothers and fathers, grandma and grandpa. You taking advantage of innocent families through lying, cheating, and stealing. It has to stop. Do you believe that what you're doing is right? No, it's not. This is why all of this is happening, because God doesn't want this. He doesn't want this to happen. He doesn't want this suffering that y'all have been imposing upon innocent families to continue. That's why there's a cutoff point. And the cutoff point is the exposure. It's the consequences that you're going to have to face for all of your wickedness, for all of your evilness. This is why you either back out, stop your evil acts, and learn how to live a different life. Admit to yourself and to others that what you've done was wrong, because that's exactly what a lot of people are doing right now. They jump ship. This is why the feds, the DEA, Homeland Security, Department of Justice has all of this information, because people have changed. They don't want to continue with organized crime. They feel guilty. They feel bad for their participation with this evil, illegal, criminal act against humanity. But the ones who continue to lie, you're going to have to learn the hard way. And the hard way is to go to prison, because that's exactly what you get, because you don't change. So now I'm going to end my video, and I want to thank all of the upright government officials, FBI, CIA, DEA, ICE, Homeland Security, Department of Justice, law enforcement, double agents, government spies, undercovers, community members who have jumped ship, and all other government agencies. I want to thank everybody for your hard work, for your dedication, for your time, for all that you do to protect this beautiful country. Thank you. Thank you for protecting us, the children, the families, our homes, our country. Thank you for looking out for our safety, for our security, and for protecting this beautiful country of ours. Thank you. And I want to thank community members, because I know that many community members have jumped ship, and everything that you do is for all of us. You're highly appreciated for what you do. Thank you. Thank you for jumping ship and for working with all of us. Thank you. So now I will pray. Thank you, Heavenly Father, Aravat, the great I am, Lord Jeshua, Mother Mary, Archangel Michael, Mars Sector 6, Mars Sector 6, Master Aetherius, Galactic Federation of Light, Commander Ashtar, Commander Valiant Thor. I pray for all of those that have been protecting our country, all government officials. I pray for everybody, community members, for their children, their families, for all of us, for everybody who has been networking to expose organized crime. Thank you, blessed Heavenly Father, for everybody working together, for the immense amount of support that we have been given to each other, for the love, for the light, for the support, and for everything that you do to protect us. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for your love and light. So be it, and so it is. Thank you, everybody, for watching me. And you don't know when that other shoe is about to fall. So start preparing yourself, because the time is very near. And when you hear the sirens, you know what it means, because it's going to happen. Bye, everybody. Good night. Oh, God bless our country. God bless everybody. And God bless our president, Mr. Trump, and his beautiful family. Take care.